My name is Jill Robbie and I'm a lecturer in private law here at the University of Glasgow. I'm currently working on a research project which is investigating how the law of private water rights should be reformed. Law of private water rights is an area of property law which regulates what landowners can do with the water running through their land. So if we take a river, there's a complex network of rights and obligations which determines whether landowners can, for example, take water from the river, build structures on the riverbed, or generally interfere with the flow of the river. In Scotland, the doctrine regulating all this is called common interest and connects all the owners along a river from source to sea. I've written a book on the current Scots law of private water rights. Doing the research for this book, I found out that the law in this area was developed in Scotland in the 18th and 19th centuries. One important factor in this period of development was that population increases, urbanisation and industrialisation meant water for drinking, washing and cooking was in short supply. Judges in the cases of this time recognised this and gave judgments prioritising the use of water for domestic rather than industrial purposes. The result was a system with incredibly restrictive rules of use. There can be no material interference with the flow of a river except for domestic purposes unless the consent of all the affected landowners along a river is obtained. Since being settled in the mid-19th century, the law of private water rights has been left relatively untouched. As a result, it's now contained in a patchwork of ancient case law. It's relatively unknown and it's out of date with modern concerns. My research project, therefore, is investigating which social, environmental and economic factors should feed into the process of reforming the law of private water rights. The ultimate goal of this project will be to draft proposals for a new water rights system for Scotland. As you can imagine, there are a number of different issues and interests involved in water regulation. So over the course of the project, I want to engage with a broad range of policymakers, industry experts and scientists who work in the field of water to get their views on what they consider to be the important factors to be considered in the law reform process. Because water is a global resource, I'm also going to undertake comparative law research into the law of South Africa, Louisiana and Norway to learn from the various approaches to water rights in these three different jurisdictions. I began to be interested in water rights in my first year of studying law at the University of Edinburgh. I thought that water was such a unique and difficult substance for the law to attempt to regulate. The challenge the law faces is also matched with the importance of the resource itself. Water is essential for all forms of life and also crucial to economic and social development. By looking at what social, economic and environmental factors should feed into the reform of private water rights, I'm hoping this project can further research into how the concept of sustainable development can be integrated into property law rules. This will then contribute to understanding how private law can help achieve global goals.